told your friend you're not okay.
When Apple first released the Macintosh in 1984, it marked the beginning of a revolution in personal technology. With products like the iPhone, iPad, Mac, Apple Watch, and Apple TV, Apple is currently the most innovative company in the world. With 5 software platforms, Apple delivers seamless experiences across all Apple devices and empowers customers with innovative services such as the App Store, Apple Music, Apple Pay, and iCloud. Now Apple has taken a step further forward in creating its store in an amazing and interactive way. That's right, Apple's most ambitious retail project is a floating Apple Store on the waters of Marina Bay. You're watching YouTube channel Let's Get Techie. In today's video, we are going to talk about the floating Apple Store. So make sure to watch the video till the end. And if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon, so you won't miss any future videos we upload. The Apple Store in Marina Bay Sands is the first one of the company's retail locations to be situated directly on the water. The store, which looks like a sphere floating on the beautiful Marina Bay, brings a new and interesting shopping experience to one of Singapore's most well-known spots. Apple's retail locations are famous for having an appealingly clean and modern style, just like the company's products. However, despite the fact that Apple's current design philosophy might appear to be a little more functional when contrasted with the company's earlier, more colorful years, the tech giant's most recent retail shop is surely outrageous. In a nutshell, it resembles a massive bright sphere that floats on the surface of the water. The uninterrupted 360-degree panoramic views of the city and its breathtaking cityscape can be seen at Apple Marina Bay Sands, which is completely encircled by water on all sides. The sphere is a first of its kind, all-glass dome structure that is totally self-supported. It is made up of 114 pieces of glass, and the only structural link between the pieces is in the form of 10 tiny vertical mullions. This new Apple Store in Singapore, which is the company's third retail site in the country, aims to provide customers with an experience they will never forget. An oculus that is situated at the top of the dome produces a flooding ray of light that passes around the space. This architectural feature was inspired by the Pantheon in Rome. The interior of the glass is lined with customized baffles, each of which has a distinct form to block out the sun at different angles and create a lighting effect during the evening. The lush garden city of Singapore pours inside the store, thanks to the trees that line the interior of the dome. These trees also provide additional shading and cast subtle shadows through their foliage. Deirdre O'Brien, Senior Vice President of Retail for Apple, expressed her excitement about the opening of the beautiful Apple Marina Bay Sands in Singapore. This launch builds on Apple's commitment to this unique location, which began more than 4 decades ago. We are excited to welcome this community to our new shop, and our skilled and dedicated team is ready to provide the care and support that our customers all over the world have come to expect from us, O'Brien said. When customers enter the store, they are greeted by a dramatic reveal that leads them into the massive volume of the dome. Inside, they are able to explore curated Apple products and accessories, receive personal assistance with their technological needs from geniuses, or simply take in the breathtaking view of Marina Bay. The video wall, which will function as the stage for Apple sessions featuring Singaporean artists, performers, and creators, serves as the focal point of the forum. In addition, Apple's first underwater boardroom, which is located on the lower level of the store, is available for entrepreneurs and developers who are interested in obtaining training and assistance. These meetings can take place with Apple team members. Apple has a long and distinguished history in Singapore, beginning with the establishment of its first business headquarters in the Ang Mo Kio district more than 40 years ago. In 1981, the division was in charge of generating the vast majority of the printed circuit boards that were used in Apple II computers all around the world. Since then, Apple has grown its corporate and retail presence, and the company now supports over 55,000 jobs directly or indirectly across its entire ecosystem. On September 10, 2020, the 148-person team at Apple Marina Bay Sands, who collectively speak over 23 languages, have welcomed visitors for the first time. A mask requirement, temperature checks, and social distance were among the stringent health measures that were implemented at the store. These measures were standard across all Apple Store locations. Visits to Apple Marina Bay Sands on Thursday were limited to those that had been scheduled in advance and intended to protect the visitors' health and safety. But at night, when Singapore's famous skyline is illuminated in all its splendor in the background, the store really comes to life. And you can tell that the business definitely built it as an evening landmark that is best appreciated in the dark. There is a possibility that you will feel eerily similar to Rehoboam, the villainous appearing artificial intelligence from the first season of Westworld. During the course of the day, the glass panels of the store reflect the imposing skyline of the downtown core, as well as the movement of the river. At night, the sphere emits a soft and comforting glow, reminiscent of the design of the traditional lanterns that are carried about during the Mid-Autumn Festival in Singapore. The pavilion's dome tapers to a hole in the center, creating a space through which light can enter unimpeded. A view of the shop from above is reminiscent of an iris made of glass that is looking upward. The project was made by the architecture firm Foster & Partners and Apple's in-house design team. In their description of the building, Foster + Partners architect David Summerfield referred to the Apple Marina Bay Sands as a delicate interplay between transparencies and shadows. The structure has no difference between the inside and the outside. As a result, it is just a simple platform that floats lightly on the water and gives a breathtaking view of Singapore and the bay beyond. Because of its dome-shaped structure, which functions like a hybrid shell made of steel and glass, the store is distinguished by the fact that it provides customers with access to a wide panorama of the surrounding city. This is one of the store's most appealing features. The weight of the glass is supported by a steel grid that is composed of thin posts and rings. The 114 curved structural glass panels, on the other hand, hold the steel pieces in place and strengthen the general form of the dome so that it can better withstand the lateral loads. In the higher portion of the structure, the number of the concentric rings increases, and they take on the role of a brise soleil, while also performing an important function of sound absorption. They dematerialize the structure and the boundaries between the interior and the exterior by reflecting and dispersing the sunshine that is contained within the dome. This play of transparencies and shadows was described by architect David Summerfield. In addition, there are 10 trees planted in a row along the internal perimeter of the shop. These trees cast a pleasant play of light and soft shadows thanks to their foliage, which helps to create a sense of coziness in the areas of the shop where customers can relax while taking in the breathtaking view of the marina, or simply taking pleasure in the serene atmosphere. The way in which light interacts with the design is an essential component of it. The store's location on the lake, with the reflection and refraction effects that come along with it, undoubtedly helps contribute to this element. In stark contrast to the frenetic pace of life in a huge city like Singapore, the varying intensities and hues of light found inside the store have a relaxing impact on customers, a feature emphasized by architect Stephen Belling of the firm Foster + Partners, who describes the store not only as a place to celebrate Apple products, but also as a place to celebrate light. That's all for today's video, guys. What do you think of Apple's floating store? Have any of you got the chance to visit this Apple floating store in Singapore? Tell us your views in the comments section below. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. See you in the next video. Until then, best wishes.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts.